Welcome back to the channel. This is another video to help you multiply your success, how to exponentially grow instead of incrementally grow. We're here to multiply, okay? We're here to multiply your success. Today is another little video on leadership, because leadership is a massive part of business. I work with a lot of big companies. I work with a lot of executives. I have a beautiful executive coaching program. I got some top people from some of the biggest companies in the world in there. And it always shocks me, just like with the lack of communication and influence professionals have, but also the lack of leadership, the lack of insight. I have an episode of the podcast where I talk about people working more on their job or their business instead of working on themselves. It's the same across multiple businesses, multiple backgrounds, even the most successful people, CEOs, senior level teams, the executive teams, owners of multi-million-dollar businesses, like they do tens of millions a year. There's a massive shortage of leadership because most people are working on the job instead of working on themselves. I do a couple of leadership trainings. One is called Laws of the Influential Leader. And that's really around leadership and the communication side of things. I'm a big believer in influential leadership and becoming an exceptional leader. And one of the laws of leadership I talk about is, and I've been talking about this lately with a lot of business owners. A lot of business owners I work with, like they set up the business, they bear the risk, they get things going. But once they start hiring, what happens is the owners start falling into these traps of being an operator, the day-to-day. They start getting caught up in these tasks that aren't income-producing activities. They're not money-making activities. They're not fruitful endeavors. They're the tasks that anybody else could do or someone else could do. They're tasks that could be automated, or tasks that could be delegated, or they could even be eliminated. But one of the things is, I see it all the time, it's a gap in the leadership. It's a break in the continuity that's necessary to have continuous success in a business, is they continue to expect a high level from the people they've brought in. They expect a certain speed from the people they've brought in, but their speed has stopped. Their performance has dipped. So if you're in a performance-driven business where you're still in the field, you have to lead from the front. So basically, the group performance and production will follow the leader's performance and production. So if the leaders are in chaos, the group will be in chaos. If the leaders lack clarity, the group will lack clarity. Okay, if the leaders lack intention and they're in distraction, the group will lack intention and will be in distraction. Group momentum comes after personal momentum. You have to lead from the front. Okay, it's so important. The whole speed and performance group is determined by the leader. The speed of the pack is determined by the leader. Okay, it's the same with the wolves, the alpha. He sets the tone, sets the speed, sets the direction. You have to set the bar for your group. You have to lead from the front. Stop now and ask yourself the question, am I leading from the front? If I was with you for the last 30 days, 90 days, would you be proud of your performance? If I was with you every day, if every day I met you at 8 a.m. and we started the day, would you be proud of your performance, or would you be capable of more? Would you be embarrassed about your performance? Would you be embarrassed by the lack of clarity you have, the lack of certainty you have, the lack of skills you have? Okay, if the answer is yes, you need to change that. You need to take action for yourself. That's why I have so much respect for the people who come to me for my business coaching and mentoring, the one-to-one or the group program. I have so much respect because they're recognizing I'm not where I need to be. I'm not at the level I could. I deserve better. My people deserve better. My business deserves better. But so many leaders and owners, the only time they get help from someone is they get a personal trainer to get in shape, which is great. And it's a foundation and it's a must and you should do it. But not having someone to help you work on your mindset, not having someone to develop your skills, your communication, influence, leadership, sales strategy, company vision, company culture, to not invest in that is absolutely insanity. It's just insane. There's no justification. To not be consistently leveling up yourself and your ability so that you can run fast, you have to increase your speed and your progress and your performance so that your team can be, as you elevate, your team elevates. As you lead to a higher level, your culture goes to a higher level. But it starts at the top. It starts at the top. You have to set that standard as a leader. It's one of the first laws of exceptional leadership. You want exceptional leadership. You don't want average leadership. A lot of people fall into the trap of the title. They fall in love with the title. They want to have a C-level title. They want to be the boss. They want to be a sales manager. They want to be team leader. They want to be whatever. It's the same at every level. Ego gets in, performance goes down, Apathy creeps in. Okay, momentum disappears because they think the title will carry them. There's no engine in the title. Okay, the title is just when the car is parked. There's no speed. Like you have to create leverage. You have to use the title. You know, when you're doing negotiations, the weight of who you are and everything. You have to be the fuel and the engine to drive the car. So you have to acknowledge, if you want more from your people, you have to first demand more from yourself. They will only go as fast as you go. They will never go beyond. Very rarely does a team outperform the leader. And if they do, the leader shouldn't be a leader for very long. The leader has to stay out in front. They have to demonstrate their ability. Write that down. Demonstrate their ability. Demonstrate your ability, why you're the leader, why you earned the title, why you earn more than everybody else, why you're worth it. That's why in sport, the best players are paid the most because they perform the most, they bring the best results. If you can't impact a result, you don't deserve to be paid the most. Okay, so group momentum comes after personal momentum. If you're not leading from the front, you don't deserve the position you have. Even if you don't deserve it now, you might say, well, I'm the owner. It's not going to last. What got you here won't get you there. It won't even keep you here. The world is shifting so fast. Leaders have to be adaptable. They have to be innovative. They have to be hungry. They have to be intentional. And if you're not, like, this is one of the foundational intentions, is to keep moving fast, leading from the front. If your business is stagnant, okay, if you're stuck, you feel like you're struggling with inertia, you can't move the thing. Movement can be created by one person. You don't need the market to move. That's just a limiting belief. You don't need someone else to come in and do it. That's a limiting belief. You can move the market. You can move the people. You can create momentum. It only takes one person to create momentum. It's just a limiting belief that you need more. You need a group. You need everybody else. No, you can do it. You can make a decision today to shift the culture in your business. You can create a cultural change. You can increase the momentum. You can increase the speed, the progress. You can do all of that. That's what a leader is. A leader means taking responsibility. I love mentoring on leadership because it just activates people who are like, wow, I haven't been leading at all. And they can. You can lead from today. And if you're not a leader yet and you want to be, apply this to your life now. Don't wait. That's another law of leadership I'll do another video on, but nobody's going to come and knight you a leader. You have to go and do it yourself. You have to step up. You have to see the opportunity. You got to be seeking out what needs to be done. And then you go and do it. That's one of the laws of leadership. Waiting is not a strategy. So if you're someone who wants to be a leader or you are a leader, let me know in the comments if that resonated with you today, if you're going to apply it, if you're going to implement immediately. Remember, you can watch these videos I do all day, but unless you implement, you haven't learned anything. I'll see you in the next video.